What is going on, warriors and farmers of Tamaris? Back again with another Call of Dragons video. Today we're going to take a look at the underrated but brilliant Frost Bear in Call of Dragons. This pet is pretty good in open field PvP. It is kind of like the venomous lizard of shield heroes. So today we're going to build one, and then I'm going to be doing a lot of testing and bringing to you guys the results in the future. If you're new here, subscribe for more content, like the video, share it with your friends, drop some comments down below. Let's get right into it. Alright, warriors of Tamaris, today it's all about the Frost Bear in Call of Dragons. Frost Bear is a pet that works with shield heroes. Madeline right now has the biggest shield in the game for heroes, so she is going to be the best candidate for the Frost Bear. Now the Frost Bear is going to take the shield factor of the heroes or anything in the game and then multiply it by these numbers and turn it into a counter attack towards the enemy. So every time you get a shield, it's going to be multiplied by this number, and then anyone who touches you is going to take damage based on your shield factor. So it's kind of like the venomous lizard of shields. And as you can see here, the trigger chance is 40%. I'm going to be building this pet with the end of season skill as well, so we're going to see how that plays out. As of right now in the game, there are 2 or 3 very good heroes that have good shields. The first one is Madeline. The second one is Thea. I'm going to be playing a lot with infantry this upcoming season. Part of the reason why I am trying to build this Frost Bear. And then we also have Danfel, who has a shield factor as well. So this pet is going to work on Danfel and Mogro as well. The reason I like it is because when you fight in the open field, most of the time your legions are going to get blocked. And when they get blocked, pets like the Moon Bear or this bear here as well, the Bruin Bear, they don't really do a lot of damage because when you get blocked, there are not that many people right next to you and you can't really touch them. That is where this pet comes in, aka the Frost Bear. Even if you get blocked, this pet is gonna do damage to anyone who touches you, regardless of where they are hitting you from. So it's pretty good. One of the biggest reasons why I am building this pet is because of this artifact right here. Let me bring it out. We got, when I hit replace, we hit the dragon scale armor. So this is the artifact that I'm talking about. So this artifact has a damage of 4,500. Take a look at this, guys. You multiply this with the multiplier of the pet and you're going to be annihilating so many people in the open field PvP with this 4,500 shield factor. It is disgusting. The good thing is you can get this artifact from the Titan Legacy. Pretty much every season, you can get 1 copy until you max it out. And then you can use this on your Frost Bear and then just send your legion into the crowd. And for the next 5 seconds, they are going to feel the pain of this 4,500 shield factor with the Frost Bear. So that's one of the main reasons I'm trying to build this thing. The good thing is when I put the end of season skill, it is going to be a fantastic pet. So let us go to the pet sanctuary and cover some things over here. One thing that I want to talk about right now is this pet right here, the Night Rock. Let's have a look at the skill of the Night Rock. It says normal attacks have a 30% plus 26% chance, which is 56% chance to deal additional damage upon landing a critical hit. We have seen how this thing triggers so many times for this Night Rock. The Night Rock is pretty much a garbage pet without this boost here, which is this end of season skill. And I think the same thing applies to this Frost Bear as well. With the Frost Bear, you're going to get a 40% chance to do damage to anyone who touches you. Now 40% is okay, but if you get the end of the season skill, which I will be getting when the brand new season opens up, hopefully the devs don't show the new mages right away. That way I can get this and then maybe regret later. That's okay. So this skill is going to give me another 20% additional trigger chance. So now I'm going to have 60% trigger chance on this thing right here, which is even more than the trigger chance of the Night Rock when fighting in open field PvP. So I think this is going to be pretty good. One of the reasons I like it is because of the dragon scale armor is going to be awesome. Plus, I plan on using my moon bear on my Urag. So this pet is going to be a good substitute for my Mogro and Danfell, especially when I'm having stamina issues. And the good thing is, if I get blocked, I will be getting a lot of damage from this pet as well. So before we continue with the build, let me show you guys some simple calculations of the damage factor of this pet. So we're going to go here to the skill and then we use the 3-star version because I think I will probably be taking this pet to 3-star talent because in the future I do believe we will get more shield heroes. Hopefully this time they give us a hero with like a very big shield. Some artifacts also have good shields. So we're going to see. So to calculate the damage of this pet is as follows. So let's look over here. So the damage factor here is shield factor times 4.3 plus 8.87. So 4.3 plus 8.87. Let me pull out my calculator here and just do some simple math. So the damage factor of the dragon scale armor is 4,500. So we go 4,500 times 0.13 because we got 4.3% plus 8.9%. This can round off to around 13%, right? 13 or 14%, give or take. But we're going to use, let's say we use 14%. So we go 0.14. And the damage factor with the dragon scale armor is going to be 630. So imagine that, guys. You have 630 damage factor in counter attack for 6 seconds. This is going to be useful in those quick fights where your infantry die very fast. So you go in, you trigger your dragon scale armor. Anyone who touches you is going to take 600 damage factor for the pet. It's going to be ridiculous. Now, I don't know how many times this thing is going to hit per second. I think it might hit one person, but that is something that I'm going to be checking out later on. So this is going to be super awesome. Let me calculate the damage for Madeline with the 1200 shield factor. So we go 1200 shield factor times 0.14, which is 14%. So that is 168 damage for Madeline at 3-star talent. And it's going to go on for 5 seconds. Anyone who touches you is going to take that amount of damage, whether they are hitting you from close range or far away. So that is going to be very interesting. In terms of building the pet, this is how I am doing it. So this is pretty much everything that I got right now. You don't need to put this heart wall because it's going to overwrite the shield factor that you already have. And you're going to do damage based on this small shield factor. Therefore, you don't really need the heart wall on this pet. I will be taking this out and putting the end of season 3-star skill, which is what I'm going to buy. I'm just waiting for the shop to open. That way I can buy and put it on here. And then I'm going to be using this bear on either Madeline and Garwood or Danfell and Mogro, because I might put my moon bear on my cavalry. I intend to use melee a lot this upcoming season, so stamina could be an issue. This is going to fix it. Plus this is going to prepare me for the future. Who knows? We might get more shield heroes later on. Therefore, I will be adding the advanced frost bear on this pet. Is it advanced frost armor? Yep, advanced frost armor is going to go over here. And what else? In terms of the intense frost armor, I won't be upgrading this thing because, as you can see here, at 0 stars, I need 250 points of endurance. Over here, I have 243 points of endurance, which means I need, let me see. The 1-star copy needs what? 200 points of endurance. So I could put the 1-star version over there, but it's gonna cost me an extra 2,000 exchange coins. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to be keeping the 0-star intense frost armor, and then I am applying 7 pet fruits over here to push these numbers to 250. As you can see here, I have about 7. I have 7 pet fruits that I'm gonna put over here, push this to 250, and this 0 star is going to be good. So the pet is gonna be doing its damage for the next 6 seconds. I also have this skill over here that I will be applying. I have this one, advanced counter strike. I'm just waiting for the new season to begin because I plan on using this one on my moss rock first. But if the new season comes out, then the shop is going to be open. I'll be buying one to put on my moss rock. This is my temporary moss rock for right now because I've been capturing these guys, trying to take it to 3-star talent. I already lost 2 2-star talents by trying to gamble with a 3-star. So I'm not going to be gambling anymore. I'm going to get 8 copies of these guys and then consume. So for now, I might drop this on this pet, but we'll see. When the new season begins, I'll decide what to do next. But the end of season skill is going to hop in over here and it's going to be good. Another reason I like this pet is that it is better than the venomous lizard in a small scale fight or in 1v1 fight against someone else. Because with the venomous lizard, the trigger chance is very, very small in a small scale fight. It's going to be difficult to trigger this pet. And especially in 1v1 fights, someone with the moon bear is going to slap you for sure. Because, I mean, someone with the frost bear is going to slap you and defeat you with this pet in 1v1 fight against the venomous lizard. So this is also going to be kind of interesting. I cannot wait to get the job done. I'm almost getting it to 3-star talent. I got 2 copies over here. I got 3 copies over here. I need 1 more to push it to 3-star. And then I'm going to come back to my moss rock project. So this is what I'm going to be doing. For next season, I'll be playing a lot with the infantry, a lot of melee gameplay. So stick around if you want to see that in the upcoming season. Let me know down below what you guys think. I really do like this pet because of the dragon scale armor artifact. I cannot wait the combination between the two. Just bring it out, activate the dragon scale armor, and then see people take like 3000 damage. They won't know where it came from. So yeah, we're gonna see how that plays out. It's gonna be interesting. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.